welcome back to my channel. My name is Zogie and I'm a Gemini, which is why the channel is called Zogie the Gemini. I have not said that yet since March, right? And we are currently in June, so that's March, April, May, June. Nearly 4 months. I have missed you guys. I missed talking to you guys. Listen, because things are gone. Things have happened, right? So obviously I said, okay, cool, let me come back to YouTube. I'm ready to come back to my people, to my online family, touch base with you guys. But I thought, you know, I can't just go into the swing of things. Can't be dropping story time vlogs, travel vlogs, all of that, without actually sitting down and talking to you guys about things that have, you know, some of the things that has occurred over the past few months. So if you are interested to hear what has happened, the things that have gone, what in there for? If you want to know what I've been up to, what my vision is, things that have, you know, things that I feel like you guys should know, then make sure you stay tuned. And whilst you're there, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's get into the video. So we haven't spoke here since the last video, since I was in Lagos. Guys, we have not spoken since I was in Lagos. And so much has happened since I left Nigeria. I left Nigeria in like March, yeah, and just a quick recap of how things went in Nigeria. You guys know, yeah, when it comes to, I have periods of unemployment. That's just one thing that's happened to me. It's either made redundant, it's either like my contract ends. I go through periods of unemployment, yeah, and during those periods of unemployment, the spirit of move to Lagos, go to Nigeria enters my body, especially when my mom is on it. Do you get me? Because so many times, yeah, I was like, oh, dude, if you do it, I said, what? You ain't gotta tell me twice. So obviously went to Nigeria because I'm like, you know what, I was kind of depressed in the UK, things were getting a lot, my contract had ended, so let me just go to Nigeria, let me go to Lagos and just see. Now that has been a consistent pattern over years. If you guys have been watching me since, well, I think I started in like 2020, 2021, you know that I always go through periods of going to Nigeria for a bit, yeah. And I said in my last vlog, my last video, this is the first time I went to Lagos and I was like, no, like I want to stay. Like I actually want to live here. Like I envision myself living here. Not just, I'll just jack back to Lagos quick. Gotta enjoy over there, but actually sit down and like work, okay, maybe not work remotely, but you know, like actually build a life, career, family out there. Now that didn't, well, basically I had to come back to England because I didn't necessarily plan out the financial aspects of things, and I really wanted to focus a lot on growing my hair business, and I felt like it was easier because the basis of my hair business is in the UK. I should come back to the UK. Also, as you guys know, I'm a PMO manager and I mostly done contracts in my career, so I was looking for a new contract. So anyways, focusing on Zogie's hair collection, that is still up and running. Right here we have the new wig called Mimi. Can you guys see that deep, beautiful side part? You see the beautiful, you may not even see the beautiful lace. This wig here is actually the fullest wig I have on my website, because the Mimi wig is for the girls that want volume when it comes to straight hair. So the Mimi wig is made with 4 bundles, as you guys can see. But just generally, I've been trying to, since I've been in the UK, I've really been strategizing, okay, how am I going to grow my hair business? And I'm going to show you guys some of the new releases in terms of wigs and things that we have on offer. So cue the B-roll. You guys are seeing this video on Sunday the 15th of June, which is my birthday weekend, which is why it's 30% off the whole website. Listen, if you've been wanting to invest in hair, good quality, raw hair, now is the time. So I just showed you the Mimi wig, then now I'm scrolling. So we have Kylie, which is our pre-layered middle part wig. We also have Kelly, which is our color 4 middle part pre-layered, ready for you. All these wigs are ready for you to wear. We have the bob, you know, the bob, and we also have the Dina wig, which is a fringe layered color 4 wig. So these are the new wigs we have available. So those are the newly released wigs, and what I've really been spending some time on in the past few months. When I was leaving Nigeria, I was just like, okay, I need to go through the traditional method of finding a job, staying in a 9 to 5. And I'm not saying that I don't want to do that, right? I'm not saying that I don't want a typical 9 to 5, but I've given myself a time period. I've given myself a time period to pour into myself to another level. Because you know, I told you I go through periods of unemployment, yeah? But that's with the expectation that I'm about to go back into employment, like typical 9 to 5. But now I'm just like, okay, You've now come out of that, right? And you've now found revenues, or not like resources, revenues to potentially grow. Let's see, with the energy I would have put into being a PMO manager and my daily, my, you know, BAU, if I use that same energy in terms of content creation, in terms of my hair business and any other business ideas that I have in mind, I'm giving myself a time frame and things that I want to achieve in that time. I need to treat my job, right, content creation and also my hair business as an actual 9 to 5. Every day I need to do something. So every day, similar to a 9 to 5, I need to find ways to continuously grow, continuously like invest, and continuously like allow both elements, both aspects, their content creation and the hair business to flourish. So right now I'm not back into a 9 to 5 just yet. I'm giving myself a time period, more so before I go back to Nigeria. Let me know what I tell you. Before I go back to Nigeria, I was like, listen, you need to go and find a 9 to 5. Just so there's that stability. Do you know what I mean? Because you can't see me look good, right? So, you know, I'm not saying I have all the money in the world, but I'm not suffering. Do you know what I mean? But when it comes to things that are not a 9 to 5, you can't say categorically, I'm gonna get this figure every month. And one thing with me, no matter where I'm situated in the world, whether that's London, whether that's Nigeria, whether that's Dubai, no matter where I live, I want to be able to continuously live the life I live. Do you know what I mean? I want to have the freedom. I don't want it to be a case where, oh, I've made this decision, so now I'm so like financially down, I'm so financially burdened, I can't actually live my life because I'm young, I'm up. So I need to be able to live my life. So that's what I've been doing over the past few months, or some of the things I've been doing over the past few months. And that's kind of my financial situation. So if you want to support your girl, just check out, guys. You see, one thing about me, my hair is good. I stand 10 toes on the quality. You can't see this. Can you see this, the quality of the wigs? But anyways, let's move on to the next topic. Moving on from money, business, growth and all of that. And let me just quickly put this out there. Let's talk about my dating situation. Let's talk about my dating life. Before I left to Nigeria, I made a video telling you guys I had given up on love. I hadn't given up on dating, I had given up on love. You know, that giving up on dating, cool. But to give up on love, that's just a next level, right? And now we are 9 months later. We are 9 months down the line. And I'm here to say I am still out of the game. I'm still out of the game. I think because I mentioned to you guys, like, I don't have like a stereotypical 9 to 5, but I still need to generate money. I can't allow my mind to be fogged by any man that want to take me for an idiot. That doesn't mean I'm like, what's it called again? That doesn't mean like I hate men. But I think now, I said it last year, right? But I think now I've got to the point where I've decentered men. Because when have I ever been able to tell you guys I fully decentered, stayed away? Well, I went on a few dates, but you know, that's neither here or there. But genuinely, like, I'm not like, oh my gosh, when is this guy gonna text me? When is he gonna see me? I mean, I don't care. If you don't want to see this beauty, if you're not putting energy to see me, if you're not putting energy to get to know me, if you're not putting energy into my life, I am not involved. But I did kind of want to tell you guys something that happened a few weeks / a month before I was, no, maybe a few months before I was leaving Nigeria, yeah, I met someone, right? And you guys know I've been on this, I'm not trying to date anyone, but the way I met the person, yeah, the person owned an establishment, right? And I didn't know that they were the owner. No, I did know they were the owner of the establishment. So I just so happened to be in an establishment with myself, my friend, and my cousin. So anyways, just generally talking, we exchanged numbers, So I remember one day I was talking to him, yeah, and then someone I was with was just like, oh, who are you talking to? And this person this person who said who you talking to was like a good friend of mine. And I was like, oh, this guy, like, he owns this, And then she was just like, you're talking to such and such and such. And I was like, yeah. Sorry, my camera died. So yeah, so she was like, nah, he doesn't just own that establishment, he owns like the whole estate, whatever. Anyway, long story short, I found out that the guy I met was a millionaire. And when I say a millionaire, I say, Lord God, you answered my prayers. Because when I say millionaire, yeah, millionaire in all currency, when I started doing a deep dive on Google, right, and you know who the authenticator is, the person who I know, if they say someone has money, the person has money. I asked my sister. You know, my sister is bougie. My sister has her businesses. My sister's been in Nigeria for more than 14 years, right? So she knows the name, she knows the tea. So I was like, oh, I'm talking to her, getting to know such and such. And she was like, oh, she repeated the name. I was like, yeah. She's like, he's got money. I was like, oh. She's like, no, Zogie, like, he's got pounds, dollars. There's one thing to be a millionaire in Naira. Then a millionaire in dollars and pounds. If you guys want the lowdown, right, my time of dating a millionaire, that's going to be a separate video. That's going to be a story time, so watch out for that. But one thing, yeah, when I met him and I was talking to him and I was getting to know him and I was dating him, I realized that no man has any excuse. When I tell you this guy was the most, if not the most intentional guy, the most like, how do I explain it? Like he says what he means and he means what he says, that kind of person. Do you know what I mean? If he says he's going to do something, he will do it. If he says he's not going to do something, he won't do it. When I tell you, even when it comes to communication, how can I have a better communication with a so-called millionaire than a jobless individual? How? Like how? That's what really changed my mind. No, I already had that mentality, yeah, but it just really like confirmed that at the end of the day, if a guy wants to make time for you, he will make time for you. So despite this guy, like sometimes he'll be there and his PA is there, then he has like the PA had a PA, right? So the PA, they have the iPad and and he's telling them no. But at the same time, he's still putting so much effort in getting to know me and actually making me feel special. And I'm just like, from when I received this treatment, we can't go back. From when I received this level of Northern Princess Queen treatment, we can't go back. But anyways, I don't want to go too much into that because that's a whole different story time. I'm going to go into much more detail on the story time. But anyways, yeah, I kind of wanted to catch you up in terms of dating. I don't want to say, oh, I didn't date no one, because I'll be lying. So moving on from men, but still staying with things that happened whilst I was in Nigeria. I remember one day, I was continuing my weight loss journey. I was trying to eat right. I was trying to move more. There's some restrictions in terms of how much I can move. But I was trying to like push myself, yeah. And I had got to a bit where, I think that's when I had officially lost 100 kg from my highest weight. And I was just like, I've got to a place where I never thought I would get to. And I looked at the mirror, yeah, and I'm just like, you have built the foundation to be able to now get the exact body you want, right? I was able to lift up my arm and drag the loose skin. I was able to get my belly and push the loose skin. But I kind of saw beyond the loose skin. I saw the shape, I saw the structure, and I saw the potential, and I saw that the best version of me was there. So now the fat, the excess fat was gone, the 100 kg was gone, right? So now we have a canvas, right? We have a canvas that shows that someone that's gone through things, in it, like, you know, the battle scars. I call my excess skin the battle scars. That shows the battle of obviously going from 210 or 215 kg at my very, very highest to then obviously losing 100 kg at that point, yeah. And I was just like, I think it's time for me to get excess skin removed. And initially I was like, am I at the stage? Like, I kind of had a weight in mind, yeah, but when it comes to excess skin removal, you can kind of get it done as long as your BMI is okay and health-wise you're okay. Some people can say, oh, they're going to wait till they get 75 kg, then they'll get their excess skin removed if they need it. Some people will wait till they get to 90 kg, some people will wait till they get 60 kg, some people will wait till they get to 120 kg, some people will wait till they get to 115 kg, some people, like, you know, it varies, yeah, but something just told me that how my body is now, knowing that I've never wanted to be skinny, do you know what I mean? I never wanted to be like proper slim. I've always wanted to have weight on me. I don't mind if people classify me as fat for the rest of my life till the day I die, as long as you say she's fat and she look good. As long as you say she's fat and she's fake. You get it? But yeah, I didn't mind. Like, I was like, okay, I think I'm now at the stage where I can get this excess skin removed. Now, originally, I was thinking of going to Turkey, right? And this is going to be a whole separate video where I really go into more detail than I'm going to go into in this like general life update. But didn't do Turkey, and I met a lovely, lovely helping hand. I call her like a living angel, who kind of guided me through the process, yeah. And she was like, oh, she's done something similar to, because she was also really big. She had lost weight through gastric bypass, sleeve, or one of the two, right? So she was at the stage where she wanted to get her excess skin removed, and she told me she went to a doctor in Dominican Republic. Now, Dominican Republic, I've never been there. Like, I've never thought of going to DR, but obviously I know when it comes to like work, I knew DR for more so like lipo and BBL. I never really known DR as like reconstructive surgery, because what I needed like a mold. As you can imagine, yeah, the average human being will not lose 100 kg in their lifetime. The average human being probably won't get up to 100 kg, because if people are 100 kg, they'll be crying that they're too big. Do you get what I mean? So the average person, the average human being won't have 100 kg to lose. So for me, I needed to go somewhere who specialized in reconstructive surgery, who can take away the excess skin but still be able to ensure that I'm still sculpted. So there's removal of the excess skin, which I knew was a lot. I didn't know it was as much as it ended up being, which I'll tell you guys in a bit. But also being able to sculpt my body, because I don't want you to just, because obviously with 100 kg loss, yeah, you can't spot reduced fat, right? So I had lost volume everywhere. My breast, my thighs, my arms, my leg, like everywhere. Do you know what I mean? So I needed someone who was able to remove the skin but still be able to, do you get, like, it's like basically just cleaning something. Make sure it actually looks good after you remove the excess skin. Like, make sure you're able to, wherever you need to cut, wherever you need to tuck, wherever you need to fold. Do you know what I mean? So speaking with the doctor more and kind of just like going on that journey and understanding that, yo, I'm gonna need multiple procedures done. Altogether, I had 7 procedures done at once. I'll never forget waking up from that table, yeah, no, the hospital bed, and I looked to the left and I saw my belly. I said, Lord God. I saw my belly, I saw the excess arm, I saw the excess back, like, because obviously I knew like how my excess, like I spent so much time analyzing my body. I knew what, even though it was just all saggy skins, I knew where it had originated from. Do you get what I mean? Now, as of today when I'm recording the video, I am 11 weeks post-op, and it has been a journey, a true journey. As I said, that's going to be a separate video where I really go into more detail to kind of break down everything I got done, how it was going to. Do you know what the funny thing is? I went to DR, right? Then after a while, when I was safe to fly back to the UK, I flew back to the UK. 2 or 3 days later, I went to Nigeria. So funny enough, even though I'm saying, oh, I last spoke to you guys, I was in Nigeria in March, I actually went back to Nigeria for like a month. Most of my recovery, like my critical recovery after the excess skin removal, was actually done in Nigeria. And I am so happy I made that decision, because the impact, even like the lymphatic drainage massage therapists, the doctors, the people I worked with in Nigeria, not worked with, but the people who helped me like kind of get me to good health was so good. But that's going to be a separate video. Now obviously I wanted to kind of tell you guys, because I know you guys are probably thinking something is different about this girl body, something has changed. But yeah, I kind of wanted to let you guys know in this life update, but that's going to be a separate video going into more detail. And even when it comes to my surgery and how life has been, yeah, obviously I've been on socials for like 4 months, and one thing that was kind of hard but like not too hard, because obviously I have my friends, is community. I love being on YouTube. I love talking to you guys. I love you guys coming along on my journey. I love that, the fact that there's so many of you guys that have been with me since day dot, yeah, and I wanted that community. The only thing is YouTube is very like out there. Do you know what I mean? In as much as I love you guys and I appreciate it, I've got like a really solid people, like you guys ride for me and I ride for you guys. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, I wanted like a smaller community where I can kind of like talk to you guys on a not one-to-one, but yeah, one-to-one basis, where it's actually more of like a smaller community. Love YouTube. YouTube is obviously going to be in my life for a very long time. So, but I wanted something where like I can share the tea, but I know that maybe it's not like tens of thousands of people are watching it. Do you know what I mean? Like a smaller community. So I've decided to launch Patreon. I did launch it one time, but I got like, I kind of shied away from it because I'm like, oh my god, I'm scared. But now, because I've been off social for so long, yeah, I now know that Patreon would have worked so well. Since I was off social for so many months, now I know, and I kind of wish I had a Patreon where I can actually give you guys the tea, give you guys the live updates. So as I said, I have launched Patreon again. The link is down below. If you guys want the tea, also, you know, I actually recorded the whole surgery, not like the actual surgery, but I recorded me getting to DR, like speaking with the consultants, speaking with the doctors. Guys, it was a roller coaster. Things that went well, things that didn't go well, blah, 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 blah. But I recorded all of that, and that will be on Patreon. And obviously with Patreon, it's not just going to be surgery focused. It's more like, you get to know Zogie. Do you get what I mean? It's more to like, more intimate, more sister, oh my sister, that kind of, you know, more like one-to-one. We'll do live, we'll do gist sessions. If you guys are based in the UK, we'll do like meet and greets. We'll do virtual meet and greets too, because listen, big up to my American people, then big up to my UK, no, Europe people, then big up to my Nigerians, my Africans, my Caribbeans, Australia, Central America, South America, all the content, big up, big up, big up, big up. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, the London-based people who may join Patreon will be able to, we will be able to link up in somewhere, do a brunch, do all of that face to face. But for anyone who does sign up to the Patreon that's based in other parts of the world, then we can do like a virtual meet and greet, not meet and greet, but a link up where we chat, we gossip. I give you guys the, so if you want to follow my journey on a more one-to-one basis, like you want, like, do you know what I mean, part of a smaller community where we'll have gist sessions, we'll have lives, we'll have virtual and physical link ups. You guys will get the tea. Like, I can be more like, okay, Zogie, as opposed to Zogie the Gemini on there. Then the link to my Patreon is down below. And on that note, I am done. I wanted to come on here and tell you guys things that I feel like are the key things that's happened in the past few months. So I left Nigeria, went to DR, got excess skin removed. Oh, I didn't tell you guys, the excess skin I got removed weighed 17.8 kg. That is around 37 pounds. When it comes to surgery, a part of me was like, did I need it? Did I truly need it? Am I doing it for vanity? But nearly 18 kg, nearly 38 pounds of just skin. No fat or just skin. And even the doctor was like, you didn't actually have that much fat on you. You more so had a lot of excess skin. And I knew, because obviously that it was sagging around my belly, my arms, you know what I mean? I'll include some videos of how my body looked in the next video. But when I was told how much excess skin, just skin, was removed, that just confirmed that, you know what, I made the right decision and my life has changed. The chapter is done. In terms, now I just got to maintain and stuff. But anyways, as I said, a quick recap. Went to Nigeria, lived it up, done overly, met, I guess, a millionaire. But and I love that that was before I got surgery, before, right? And then went to DR, got 7 procedures done. Is it 7 procedures? 6 or 7 procedures. Then went back to England, went back to Nigeria to heal. In that time period, launched a number of new wigs, as I would have told you guys about already at the start of the video. And now it's now on to new ventures. Summer is coming. It's my birthday. My birthday was 2 days ago, so please do wish me a happy birthday. Did you guys see the post I posted on my birthday? Listen, I'm even gonna show you guys the photo shoot, like behind the scenes. I call it reintroducing Zogie the Gemini, and you guys would have also seen I've changed my intro. Anyways, at this point I'm just talking. It's because I've been talking to you guys for so long. That's how I'm talking and talking. I feel like there's so much to say, but I want to section out in video, so the video is not like 5 hours long. So thank you so much for watching the video. I am so happy to be back. How have you guys been? Did y'all miss me? So coming up, we're gonna have the video that details basically what I got done. But the more intrinsic information, I'll be honest, will be on Patreon. So if you can afford it and you want to know more and you want to be part of the community, you want to get to know Zogie, yeah, you want to get to know me, then click the link down below and join the Patreon. And whilst you're there, also have another tab that checks out Zogie's hair collection. As I said, this is the Mimi wig. We can see the volume, right? One thing for sure and two things for certain, I will never mislead you guys when it comes to quality, and you know that for sure. The Mimi wig is made with raw hair, 4 bundles of raw hair, and then you can select your closure and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. Thank you so much for watching the video. I have missed you guys. If you've made it to this point, leave a heart down below because you're a real one, because I have been yapping and yapping and yapping and yapping. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.